Hello and welcome to Mucker Movies. Today we are visiting St Mary's Church, which is in a little village called Kingston St Mary, which is just at the foot of the Quantock Hills in Somerset. It is said that Johnny Depp owns an estate nearby. The church dates from the 13th century and has been designated as a Grade 1 listed building. The nave and arcades date from the 13th century. The tower is early 16th century and was re-roofed in 1952 with further restoration in 1976 to 1978. While the church's current structure is largely from the 13th century, evidence suggests an earlier building may have existed on this site. The church is a classic example of the pendicular style of late medieval architecture. Well, here we are at the front of the church. Nice fan ceiling. The porch with its fan vault was added around 1520. Right, let's see if the church is open. Here we are inside the church. Let's start off here, have a look at these plaques. I can see this one is memory of Bridget Ann, wife of Mervyn Herbert, died 1976. Mary Elizabeth, wife of Mervyn Herbert, died 1979. Not a very long church, but it's quite wide. Medieval fire extinguisher. Benches and bench ends by the looks of it. The bench ends show scenes from everyday life and religious themes dating back to the 16th century. Mary Ann Vickers, daughter of John and Elizabeth Built of Dodhill House. She died February the 15th, 1895, aged 77. Also Benjamin Vickers, husband of the above, died 1903, aged 86. Here we have the font. The font dates from the 16th century. We've got a devoted memory of George Francis Ware, CBE of Oporto and London, born 1875, died 1957. And devoted memory of John Anthony Ware, MC of Rutland, 1912-1999. The south aisle was dominated by a great tomb of John de la Warre, who fought at the Battle of Poitiers in 1356. His family settled at Estracombe, which was then part of the parish, and where later members of the family created the famous landscape garden, which is open to the public. The tomb is made from pureback marble. tablet is added to commemorate the Festival of Children, John and Margaret of Bamfield. Margaret died 1721, Francis Ware died 1792, Maria died 1729, Anne died 1742, Charlotte died 1742, Frances died 1756, Elizabeth, she passed away 1802. Interred in the adjoining vault, Margaret, who married George Tyndale of Bradford, died the 11th of Jan 1793 and is interred at that place. Sir Francis Ware B. died 1st of December 1718, aged 59. John Bamfield, Esquire, died September 1750, aged 59. And Margaret, his wife, she died 1758, aged 64. Kingston St Mary, Taunton, the Royal School of Church Music. This one's too high up again, hope you can read it. It's a nice window, I like the blue. Here we have a Thomas Camplin, and the rest is in Latin. For all of you that can read Latin, have a go. We have a Percy Shattock. He's a vicar of the church. Born in 1916, died in 1937. In 1937. Here we have To the Glory of God in commemoration of the 25th anniversary of the healing ministry of Angus and Gerald Hooper, July 1963 to July 1988. Here we have Robert Middleton, late of this parish. He died 1846, aged 72. Magdalene, she died in Bath, 1862, aged 81. We have Henry Herbert Fardin, son of Herbert Fardin, formerly of Neverstowe, who went to Uganda as a missionary. Let's get a bit closer. As a missionary, connected with the church missionary, and died at Omagh, I think it is, January 11th, 1903, aged 38. This is a memory to all the soldiers from the 1914-18 war. Pope dates 1742. Says the Georgian Popa was restored in 1973 by Humphrey Gerald Hooper in memory of his parents. Anne and George Henry Hooper, who farmed at Church Farm 1928-1949, also his brother Ralph George Hooper, who was a coister here 1920-1959, and secretary of the PCC 1946 until his death 1959. So this tablet was erected by the parishioners of Kingston to record the ringing of the bells in this tower in the 60th year of the reign of Victoria. June 22nd, 1897. The land known as the Hills were given to the parish by his children in memory of Daniel Leach, a beloved father and a parish councillor, and for 24 years sexton of this church, 1961. The 6 bells in the tower were renovated and rehung in 2018 with the help from the Friends of St Mary's, the Mary Joslin Trust, Bath and Wells Association of Change Ringers, John Locke, tower captain. So celebrating 800 years. The church is 800 years old. And we got I. Fardin and W. Williams, church wardens, 1777. And we got in memory of Henrietta, daughter of Samuel Griddlestone, Esquire, and wife of the Reverend Isaac Sadler, Gail M.A., vicar of the parish of Kingston St Mary, who died 4th of October 1886, aged 48 years old. This one you should be able to read on your own. a strange one. The blokes kneeling are all stark naked. Morning. Here we have to the memory of John Cogan of Ill in the parish of Kingston, who died the 13th of December 1834, aged 65. And Mary, his wife, she died 1830, aged 60. Also their children. Elizabeth Jane, she died 1846, aged 47. And Samuel, he died 1857, aged 53. Mary died 1861, aged 66. Also of Eliza, the wife of Theo Coogan of West A. She died the 21st of March, 1850, aged 58 years. Philip Thompson, son of Theo and Eliza Coogan, he died 1856, aged 30. Carved and presented to the church by Tim Earle, 2006. We got to the glory of God, sacred to the memory of Alfred Emley, loving unselfish wife of Captain A.P.M. Wardlow, late Royal Sussex Regiment, only daughter of the late General A.A. Chapman, who died at Bathwick Hill, Bath, on the 16th of April 1914, in her 54th year. Then we have Sir Stephen Regiment Chapman, CB and CKCH, Lieutenant General Royal Engineers, third son of the above, Lieutenant General Chapman, and Catherine, his wife. He died 1851, aged 75 years. Right, I think we've seen everything there is to see inside the church. So let's go outside and take a look around. Right, here we are back outside. Let's take a look around. Looks like a really old grave. There's carvings on there. We've got a bench here. Sydney William Bryant, 1886 to 1956. Jesse Theodore Bryant, 1894 to 1952. It says in loving memory of the Bryant family. And we have a Winifred U. Bryant, died 1991, 17th of March. Cuthbert Bryant, he died 1934. So look at this one here a minute, it looks really unusual. We have a Bridget Ann Herbert, and a Marvin, I think is Herbert. That's a really unusual looking grave. And the one behind it. And we have one on the church there. It's too faded to read. All these unusual markings on the wall as well. So we got Flight Lieutenant Simon B. Ambu, RAF. He died 28th of April 2011, aged 33. See more on that. We've got Mervyn Robert Howard Moninux. And Herbert again. He was born 1882 and died 1929. Mary Elizabeth Herbert, born the 4th of May 1898, died the 16th of May 1979. We have a PLY 17415, Private R Mill, F Slowly. Sorry, not Private R Mill, yeah, it's Private RMLI, F Slowly, Royal Naval Division. He died the 26th of November 1916, aged 18. Got Margaret Custance. She died 1945. Morning. Morning. We've got Reggie Wofford, son of Frank. Claire Wofford died 1919, aged 8 years old. And Frank Wofford, husband of Clara Wofford, died 1917. We've got James Billett, who died 1886, aged 77. Charlotte Billett, she died 1890, aged 30. George Billett died 1886, aged 42. Also Eliza Jane Billett, she died 1931, aged 84. The impressive three-stage tower, with its pinnacles and decorative features, were added around 1490, and it is often referred to as the Pride of Kingston. We've got Sidney White, he died 1919, aged 42. Alice Maud, she died 1921, I think it is, aged 54. And their daughter Bessie, she died 1919, aged 8 years old. Here's a mass grave, I don't know, I don't think it's a war grave. We have another one with quite a few names on. That's quite new, this one. And so is this one. Well, nothing on this one. Maybe these stones are for people who's been cremated. If you have any idea, please drop a line in the comment box. And look at these carvings above the door. We have a John Fardin. He died the 28th of February 1916, aged 68. Also Florence, a widow. She died 1933, aged 84. And Jessie Fardin, daughter of the above. She died 1964, aged 78. Sorry about the background noise, sounds like someone's working in the garden. We've got Richard Knight, died 1882, aged 61. Also of Richard Knight, husband of the above, died 1901, aged 80. A couple of pheasants in the garden. Excuse me. We have Nancy, beloved wife of Robert Stone, died 1861, aged 66. Caroline Ehrman, she died 1959, aged 78. And also, I think it's Thomas Ehrman, he died 1959, aged 78. Elizabeth Coase, she died 1908, aged 87. Also Elizabeth Allen, daughter of the above, she died 1933, aged 82. We've got Tom Bickham, died 1870, aged 14. Francis Moorish, died 1904, aged 75. William Morrow, he died 1899, aged 70. Eliza Morrow, his wife, she died 1898, aged 69. Thomas Bunston, died 1903, aged 53. Also the above, Thomas Bunston, he died aged 41 years old. Headmaster of Kingston School, died the 1st of June 1928, aged 79. Henry Bradshaw Pauling, late of Canadian Civil Service, Halifax, Nova Scotia. He died aged 78 years old. His wife Mary, she died 1895, aged 76. We've got William Edward Surtees, DCL, DL, JP, barrister at law of Tamfield in Somerset, and Seaton Crew in the county of Durham. Died the 18th of Feb 1889, aged 77. And we just noticed this one here. Dame Caroline Chapman of Tamfield, who died 28th of November 1891, widow of William. I can't make this one out. We've got John Fardin, father Robert and Catherine Fardin, died 1884, aged 57. And Claire Fardin, right at the bottom, she died 1895, aged 71. Patrice Eliza, the beloved wife of Charles Henry Butter, who passed away 1907, aged 36. Then we have another memory, Christina Martha Manning, wife of Fred Manning, died May 1969, aged 86 years old. Then we've got Muriel Eileen Manning, she died 1918, aged 20 months old. This one's been broken by the looks of it. It's a real shame. Charles Knight, he was born 1830, died 1905. As you can see, there's not much wind about today and it's getting quite warm. Here we have a Sarah. Bromward, I think it is. She died 1854, aged what looked like 83 years old. I can't read this one. Mr. Robin, enjoying the sunshine. Can't really make these out. We've got William somebody. Can't make out when he died. It's William Coogan. Then we've got Sarah Coogan. She died 1861, aged 84. Just spotted another war grave. R.D. Gardner, B.A., Royal Artillery, died the 14th of March, 1944, aged 39. William Bailey, he died 1948. Winifred, she died 1967. And their sons, Lieutenant Commander, I take that to be, John Savu Bailey, OBE, DSC, RN, died 1967. CDR Richard Savu Bailey, RN, died 1994, and his beloved wife, she died 1975. We've got at the bottom here, it's the only one I can read. Matilda Sarah Countess de Mort. She died October 1915. Hope you can read these yourself. There's too many to read for me. The 14-foot stone cross stands at the entrance of the parish church to commemorate those who lost their lives in the war. This is it's a grateful memory of the men who gave their lives from Kingston in the Great War, 1914-1919. P.A. Barry, Stoker, 2nd Class, Royal Navy, SS 119509, HMS Vivid, died 26th of Feb, 1919, aged 18. We've got, at the bottom here, it's the only one I can read, Matilda Sarah Countess de Mort. She died October 1915. Hope you can read these yourself. There's too many to read for me. This is it's a grateful memory of the men who gave their lives from Kingston in the Great War, 1914-1919. Here we have another war grave. P.A. Barry, Stoker, 2nd Class, RN, then it's SS 119509, HMS Vivid, died the 26th of February 1919, aged 18. Kathleen Loxton, died 1944, aged 42. Margaret Bogan, she died July 2015, aged 86. We've got a loving memory. My devoted husband, Eliza William Billing, passed away August the 18th, 1943, aged 79. Also Anne Billing, beloved wife of the above, who died April the 10th, 1956, aged 90. We also have Archibald George Billing, died the 10th of October 1973, aged 77. Elizabeth Ellen Billing, she died 1982, aged 71. No, can't see that one. Emily Broomfield. Harry, beloved husband of Emily Broomfield, who died 1936, aged 54. And Emily Elizabeth Broomfield, his wife, she died 1967, aged 86. Lucy Mead, died 1935, aged 77. Also Ernest Mead, died 1935, aged 74. And we got Gertrude McCreed, died 1926, aged 43. Oh, Ernest, that was who died. Then his wife Gertrude, she died 1983, aged 89. Edgar Thorpe died 1925, aged 50. And Bessie Thorpe, she died 1955, aged 81. Emily Ann, the beloved wife of James Bond, she died 1923, aged 42. James Bond, he died 1950, aged 76. Here we have another war grave. 202429, Private G.H. Hereford, Middlesex Regiment. He died the 29th of December 1918. Rest in peace, mate. And lastly, we have Sarah Jane, wife of Charles John Vickery, who died May the 15th, 1916, aged 66. Also Charles Vickery of the Firs, Dodhill Green, who passed away 1926, aged 82. What a lovely day to walk around in the countryside. Well, that's it from Kingston St Mary. This is all the near part of the cemetery, I think. So we won't be going in there. So if you enjoyed this video today from Kingston St Mary, which is at the foot of the Quantock Hills in Somerset, and maybe if you're passing this way, you can pop in and have a look around. It's a lovely little village. It's got a nice pub here as well. I think they do meals in there. Anyway, See you all again next week. Bye for now.